Welcome back to our daily news update, bringing you the latest headlines from around the world. Now let's begin.
Transgender cyclist Austin Killips swipes cabal right-wingers cycling officials change policy. The UCI altered its rules on Friday. Austin Killips, who became the first openly transgender female to win an official Union Cycliste Internationale (UCI) stage race earlier this year, spoke out Sunday night about the sport's governing body's new policies regarding trans participation in women's events. The UCI came out with its policy on Friday, prohibiting any trans cyclist from competing in women's events if they transitioned after male puberty. Instead, the UCI said those who transitioned after male puberty would be able to compete in an open category. Killips expressed her frustrations on Instagram and then on her Substack. "I am devastated by the UCI's decision to renege on the policy and framework they previously set out for inclusion. My journey in professional racing has allowed me to see the world, build lifelong friendships, and most importantly give my absolute all to something I find deeply fulfilling. No one should be denied the opportunity to chase the same joy that I and others have found through racing." On Substack, Killips went on to blame the cabal of right-wingers, who took issue with the push for inclusion in women's sports as a transgender female. "I guess what complicates all of this is the sense that it is fallout from something I did," Killips wrote. "Surely if it wasn't me, someone else would have become the scapegoat, but the unfortunate matter is that I'm one of the figures that pushed the limits of inclusion for this particular moment, and a cabal of right-wingers who want nothing but the worst for the world were able to successfully weaponize it. 10 years earlier or 10 years down the road, who's to say what happens? But circumstance is such that I am close to the center of a fight that is much bigger than me or any of my previous aspirations. I hope to right the injustice that has been incurred in response to my success in the sport. Other people fought tirelessly to make the last several years of my life possible. It would be unconscionable to not agitate for the next person who wants to give their all to racing bikes. We have to fight for what is right, knowing that it's for the good of others and not our own lots in life. I do not need to line up at a World Cup again, but I won't be able to sleep at night if I'm not fighting for the next woman who deserves a shot at everything this sport has given me." Killips won the Tour of the Gila earlier this year, which initially sparked national attention on the UCI's transgender participation rules. The organization initially defended itself before its turnabout on Friday. Killips then won the Belgian Waffle Ride in North Carolina. Earlier this month, the organizers changed the policy for its event. Organizers said it would introduce an open category starting on August 1. The UCI's decision followed a July 5 meeting, when the governing body found that the current state of scientific knowledge cannot guarantee that any physical advantage would be eliminated after undergoing hormone therapy treatments. The rule change, which goes into effect on Monday, will now enter those who do not meet the guidelines for the women's category into the men's category, which will now be renamed Men Open. Last year, the UCI changed its rules to stipulate that athletes must have serum testosterone levels of 2.5 nanomoles per liter or less for at least 24 months before they are allowed to compete in women's events. That was an increase from past rules, which required levels below 5 nanomoles for 12 months prior to racing. Fox News' Paulina Dedich contributed to this report.
Subscribe to my YouTube news channel now, providing accurate and reliable information on the latest hot events. Join the community for exchanging opinions and learning from each other. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss out on the latest videos. Let's explore the world of information together.